Good morning. It's your boy Kev back today with another video. After waiting, I ordered this part on the 16th of April and I finally got it last night on the 11th. So we're going to change this out. That fuel petcock is the reason my gas had like 7 feet patch of fuel in it after I filled this bike up one day. And it's my own fault. I ran it really close to being out of gas, switched it to reserve, filled it up, got home, parked it, woke up the next morning and all the fuel head came right out of the front of the actual switch. So we're going to do that. But first, I need to go get me a little drink. Let's go. So it's also Mother's Day today, and I have this nice bouquet of flowers that my girlfriend made for my mom right in the cup holder, so I don't forget them, and a nice card. Also, you can probably hear it, but I don't know. I'll have to look. Whoa, stay in the grass, or stay in the driveway, out of the grass. So you can probably hear it. My motor mounts, I think I've talked about this before, but my motor mounts, every single time I replace them with the factory set, they break. How do I know this? Because I've put 4 sets of motor mounts in this truck in the 10 years I've owned it. 9 years, but. So, I ordered from Atomic Fabrication solid motor mounts. I think they're like 3/8 inch plate. These things are beefy, and everyone was telling me, don't do it, don't do it. Solid motor mounts are gonna make your truck ride terrible. I mean, I don't know if you've ever ridden in a 25-year-old Chevy truck. It's not the smoothest. I mean, the suspension's kind of just non-existent. In reality, the rear suspension makes you feel like you're driving on the frame. If you've ever ridden in a John Deere Gator, it's exactly what this thing feels like. It's just capable of going on the road. But I also think it'll solve a lot of my clunk, I feel the engine clunking, like going forward and aft in the frame. I actually measured it, and I don't know where the neutral position of the motor is supposed to be because these motor mounts have been broken for so long, but it moved a 1/2 inch forward and 1 inch back. That's a lot. So, and that was just from like rolling down the driveway and slamming on the brakes, getting the motor to go forward, and then going in reverse and slamming on the brakes, getting it to go aft. But those should be here in a couple weeks. I talked to the guy, seems super chill. I'm gonna do a video on installing those and probably have my buddy Alex come over and chill out. But we're almost up to the store now. I'm gonna throw this petcock in today and then go spend the rest of the day with my mom because it's Mother's Day. So say hi to your mom. Not for me, but just do it. Tell your mom you love her. All right, so we're back with our scheduled programming. I went up to the store by my house, and there's, Sunday mornings, like nothing really going on, and you want to do hood rat shit, you do it on a Sunday morning. So, went up there, got my drinks, and I got stopped by this old lady. Come on, light. I got stopped by this old lady who was like, hey, do you have jumper cables? Yeah, I got jumper cables, I can help you out. Get over there. She's like, it's the typical, like, God bless her. All right, I'll give her that. But it's the typical old person response. And when I say old, I mean, like, she was probably upper 80s, man, or just a long life. I'm not trying to shit talk this lady whatsoever. But it's always, I just had a brand new battery. I just had a brand new this and that. And then you pop the hood, and the date code on the battery is from like 2013. Surprisingly, I held a charge, although there's some guy that's been working on it at her church, which I just escorted her to, making sure that she didn't break down the side of the road, because around here in the area she was going to, there's really no shoulder. It's a curb on the side of the road, so getting off of the road, you have to really kind of time it right. I have experience with that because I've broken down around here quite a lot in my years. But I basically tightened the battery cables up, jumped it, and I had my scanner in the truck, so I was like, well, I'll just test your alternator. Alternator's fine. And I think I know exactly what killed it, other than the fact that the battery just likes to wobble around in there, which I did some ghetto repair on, threw a couple zip ties on that bad boy, and called it a day. I think it's the fact that she left her lights on when she was leaving the car. I was like, hey, she's going into her church that I followed her to, and she said, hey, she was like, how can I repay you? And I was like, you could probably start by turning off your headlights so I don't have to come back here. But we got it done. It took an hour of my time. Well, going to the store, got to the store at like 8:05. It's 8:50 right now, and now we're gonna go throw this fuel petcock in so I can go hang out with my folks and with my mom for Mother's Day. Throw some burgers on the grill or something. And yeah. Let's go throw this part on the Vulcan, see if we can go for a ride. I'd like to start off by saying I'm a terrible homeowner, and I'm terrible at picking up my mess, because nobody's here to tell me that I can't leave my shit everywhere. But it always comes back to bite me right in the ass, because now I got to get the Vulcan out, and I'm probably going to have to use all these tools, but they're scattered everywhere, so it's going to be trips to the toolbox, trips to the floor, and I could just start by picking it all up, but I don't feel like doing that. Don't judge me. I rebuilt the fork seals on it while I was waiting on the fuel petcock, but now we got to pop the tank off of it, somehow finagle this so that the rest of the gas that's still in there, which is not a lot, can actually stay in there while I do the fuel petcock. So start by popping the gauge cluster off, pull the tank, hopefully be riding again today. Now for the easy part. Screwdriver. I know. Now, I'm not the greatest representation of a mechanic. I know it's looking awfully shade tree. But who cares? If it's your own shit, you're not going to have anybody else work on it. Oh my lord. Yeah. So those filters aren't supposed to be gone like that. So the problem with that old petcock is that it no longer requires vacuum to open, which is a problem. So there's your vacuum port right there. If you, on here, you have reserve, prime, and on. So prime is when the bike's been off. That's just free flows fuel, no vacuum required. Reserve, self-explanatory. Reserve's your smaller needle. A lot of people think that, or smaller filter. A lot of people, for some reason, think that reserve is just like a second part of the tank. I've had other people ask me that before that just aren't familiar with motorcycles. It's not. It's just a shorter straw. So it leaves you like a gallon, and then that's your normal on position. So now I'm going to clean up this gasket surface, and we're going to throw this new one on. Wrong place and wrong time, and I might beat him now. Alright, new petcock's on, the old one's off, back onto the bike. shorts and t-shirt. I get some gas in this turd before it runs out. Right there, dude. She's bogging so bad. I guess this is my own fault and it's bogging so damn bad, but the suspension feels great now. Holy shit, that's a bald eagle. No gas whatsoever. Runs a lot better now. Oh. Whoa, kickstand. Ain't no way. For some reason, it keeps jumping idle and all that, but dude, it's got fresh gas in it, clean carburetors, fresh oil. I don't know, that's weird. Maybe I just need to ride it some more. Probably needs new plugs. Don't know when those have ever been changed, but yeah, let's shut this off. That was crazy, we just saw a bald eagle. Alright, there's that. Okay, so for the first time in like a month, Vulcan's back on the road. It's running great. I don't know, great may be a too nice of a word. It runs well. Got fresh gas in it. I don't see any leaks or overflowing as of right now, but I guess we'll just wait. But I also got to clean out the garage and do some other stuff. I guess this is pretty much it for today's video. I'll go cut this up, post it. Remember, happy Mother's Day. Hug your mom, tell her you love her. Peace.